Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. FAROOQ HASAN is back with a brand new episode of Sky is the Limit. Viewers, I am here at the Sindh House in Islamabad, a very, very picturesque spot. And I am here to introduce to you a very, very dynamic politician, a young, brilliant politician. He has the honor of being one of the youngest deputy speakers of the Pakistan's National Assembly. I am here to meet Faisal Karim Kundi. Let's go and meet him. Assalamu alaikum, Faisal Karim Kundi bhai, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good to see you. What a lovely morning here in Islamabad, and I'm sitting on top of the hills at the Sindh House and in conversation with the Minister of State for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety, Mr. Faisal Karim Kundi. Faisal bhai, I'd like to discuss the poverty alleviation program also with you in detail. But first of all, the viewers would like to know your journey from Dera Ismail Khan to United Kingdom and back to Pakistan and active politics and the journey to becoming the youngest Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. FAROOQ bhai, I think almost a lot of Pakistani will know right now about my journey because it's been when I was Deputy Speaker in the National Assembly of Pakistan in the year of 2008 to 13. I was one of the youngest Deputy Speaker in the history of Pakistan. My journey started with my education, then I went for law graduation to London. Mohtarma Shahid was in exile at that time in London. I met her there. I worked with her for very short time.
That was the first time you met Mohtarma?
Yes, you can say for the first time because I was studying there. I heard her lectures, 1-2 lectures in universities, and then I met her.
So she was not studying there. She was. She came as a guest speaker.
Guest speaker, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In Lincoln's Inn and other things.
Okay.
So, I like what part time there. I just was working with her, like not like as a professionally, but I used to
assist her or help her out. Yeah.
So then, what happened after graduation? 2002 election came, and I came to Pakistan and I contested the election for the National Assembly seat. In 2002, you have seen the wave of MMA political party in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and always Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has been the made laboratory for
any kind of testing
laboratory, you can say, because geographically we are at the border of Afghanistan. And similarly Balochistan also. So I contested my election there from Dera Ismail Khan on National Assembly seat. Then I became the divisional president of the party after the election. Then in 2008 I won from there, and I was made Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan for the first time. I was the first comer, and I was made Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan.
Was it committed to you before the elections?
Nothing. I didn't know that I'm becoming Deputy Speaker. But I was just very young, and my senior colleague Khurshid Shah and Naveed Kamar came to me and he said, just sign, after taking oath, they said, just sign this paper for us. I didn't know that what they are signing.
Okay.
So okay, signed. Then we went for the nomination paper of the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. The party decided. So whatever party decided, we followed. So they have given me the task of the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan. For 5 years I have been the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan. I have got this opportunity that sometime I used to be the acting speaker of the National Assembly.
I think you've chaired some of the most critical sessions.
Yeah, important and critical session also, which was the most important, was Osama bin Laden OBL operation in Abbottabad.
Yeah.
So I had chaired that whole session. After that, political journey is going on. So I was made General Secretary of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa of the party.
Oh, okay.
I served there for 4 years there. Then I became the Information Secretary of the party. Now I'm serving as the Information Secretary.
Central Information Secretary of Pakistan People's Party.
Yes.
Currently.
And then I am the member of this Central Executive Committee of the party also, and dealing in Foreign Affairs Committee also.
Okay.
So it depends upon the party leadership, whatever the task
They
gives
give you know, surrender to that, right?
Yes, everybody is like, if me or somebody else is given the task to do, then we try to deliver it.
Mm.
And I'm trying to deliver my task. It's very difficult task to be the information secretary of the party.
Well, I think you are doing a pretty good job. You know, obviously Faisal Bhai is one of the most humble persons that I've ever met. He is right now serving as the Minister of State also for poverty alleviation and social safety. In addition to his tasks, you know, the party position, he is the Central Information Secretary, the member of the Central Executive Committee of Pakistan People's Party. So he's doing, he's multitasking and he's doing all his roles very successfully. But Faisal Bhai, this was a gist of what you've done. But I'd like to take you back to the 70s era, to the early childhood of Faisal Karim Kundi in Dera Ismail Khan. You know, where you were born in Dera Ismail Khan also, right?
But I spent a majority of my time, early, like I would say, in Karachi.
In Karachi, okay. So your early schooling
Was in Karachi.
was in Karachi. And I'd like to know what kind of a student or a child was Faisal Kundi. Was he a naughty boy or was he a...
I was just like you.
You mean you were very sober and intelligent? Is that what you're saying?
Whatever you are, so
No, but like, were you a friend? I'm sure with your kind of height, you could have been easily one of the, you know, like the strong guys of the class or the bully of the class.
no, I was not in that.
You're a shy kind of a person.
You can't say shy, but I was just like, just with him, but I was not like bullying or things like this. Not,
Okay.
not in fights or this.
Okay.
So my education was in Karachi because my father was working in Karachi.
Okay.
Then the time came in Ziaulak, mashallah, my whole family was disqualified from election. So my father was called in for like contesting election in Dera Ismail Khan.
Your father was in politics?
Yes, he became twice as the mayor of Dera Khan from 83 to 91.
Okay.
You can say mayor or you can say chairman of the district council.
Okay.
So from 83 to 87 he was, then in second time he was again made in 87 to 91.
Okay.
In 90 he became MNA also.
Okay.
He was working with Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto Shaheed.
Okay.
My great grandfather was working with Sheikh Zulfikar Bhutto. He was Minister for Establishment in his first cabinet.
So you have a family legacy of relationship
Then
with
if you go
Pakistan.
back, so my grandfather was first deputy speaker of KP Assembly, but that time it was a legislative assembly of NWFP at that time in 1932.
Okay. So politics runs in your veins, that means.
Yes, you can say that because...
So your father, before entering politics, was he in service or was he doing business?
He was serving in a steel mill, and then he has got his own construction firm. He was working construction field.
Okay.
Then what you can say, thanks to Ziaulak,
Okay.
or whatever you can say, because my whole family, because they were in politics and they were disqualified, so no one was there to, like 3-4 main candidates were disqualified. So my father was called to Dera Ismail Khan to contest election.
Okay.
So he became, at that time you have to become member of the district council and then you become chairman. So he became member, then he became the chairman of
So
the...
he had no personal ambitions to join politics.
No.
He was actually thrown into it.
Yeah, and then it got ambitious then. So then he came for the second time.
Okay.
He became, and then he became MNA also.
Okay.
So then it's
So early schooling in Karachi,
Karachi, yeah.
and then you moved to Dera
Yeah,
Ismail
yeah.
Khan. So must have been a cultural shock for you, because Karachi is a, you know, like is a
At that
cosmopolitan
time,
city.
you can say, because I was in class 4, 5th, 6th.
So you didn't feel that much upfront. And in your, how many siblings do you have?
I've got a younger brother
Okay.
who was MPA because the assembly has been dissolved in KP.
Yeah.
He is a first timer, and he is former MPA now, and deputy parliamentary leader of the party from KP Assembly.
KP. Okay.
He was divisional president of the party earlier also.
Okay.
And I got young elder sister. She's a doctor.
Okay. So she's a total professional. Your younger brother is now in politics,
Yeah.
and he joined politics because of you, because seeing you.
Earlier he was working in my constituency also. He was looking after my constituency also.
Okay.
Then there was candidate who was in PPP and he left party,
Okay.
and there was nobody to contest election, so I asked my brother to contest the election.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it was his first time and he won the election.
And he won the election. Wow. Okay. You've had a slightly turbulent career in terms of successes in the elections. You've lost a couple of elections. You've won a couple of elections. So how does it feel when you've worked so hard in your constituency, and when the result comes, you don't win the election?
You know, when you work hard in the constituency and when result comes and it is like you can say on merit, and if you lose, then you can think about it. If it's not on merit and you lose, then it's something else. Thing is that if you work for 5 years, everybody works like politicians.
Yeah,
are
yeah,
working,
I'm sure. Yeah.
It depends upon the whoever people vote for. But thing is, if you are being like saying that you are working it, and at the end of the day somebody comes and say, okay, these are not being elected, and we have to select somebody. That's it. We always say there should be free and fair elections. Let the people vote, whoever they want to vote. If they don't like me, they should not vote for me. If they like me, then let it be like this. Because this is the problem in Pakistan, that after every election, political parties who lose the election, they say the elections are rigged. Why shouldn't the political parties go for the laws of the electoral reforms? Like when we were in government in 2008 to 13, people say a lot of things about Asif Ali Zardari, but he, after the 18th Amendment, he gave all his powers as a president of Pakistan. He was president of Pakistan.
He was the first one actually.
And he gave all his powers to the parliament. He was like
He's the party president.
He was party president at that time.
Yeah.
And he was president of Pakistan also.
Yeah.
And nobody was asking him to give powers to Pakistan. He wrote the letter to both the houses, his speaker and the chairman Senate, that constitute a committee and power should be given to the forum, to the chief executive of the Pakistan.
Was it something he had decided much before
earlier
that?
it was decided by the Mohtarama Shaheed and Nawaz Sharif in Charter of Democracy.
Okay.
But he fulfilled that. Then he went for the 18th Amendment. Then he went for the devolution. Then we gave Khyber Pakhtunkhwa the name of the province. Then we went for the provincial autonomy. Then NFC awards. A lot of things happened. We were not in the majority also, but that was the President Zardari who did it. And then we had electoral reforms of it. Every time you have 18th Amendment, we can't say it's like you can say 100% accurate something. You need changes for that. Then it was 19th Amendment, then 20th Amendment. Next government came.
So the improvements will keep on coming.
There is improvement. So that's why we want that there should be improvement in electoral reforms also in the name of law. We should make election commission powerful. Then there should be free and fair elections. Let the people decide who should rule this country, not somebody else should be decided. So it's always, whenever we are in a position, we say like this. When we come into the government, we say, okay, everything is very fine. But the thing is, we now also ask the opposition of right now, come sit with the government, because tomorrow there will be elections, and then again somebody will be saying, we don't believe in this election, it's rigged, somebody's been selected.
Yeah.
So let Pakistan have free and fair election, and let the people vote for the parties, whoever they want to vote.
Okay, great. As they always say, you can never take a politician out of an individual, and Faisal Bhai lives to that promise. I was thinking that I'll keep it at a very low profile, personal, soft kind of an interview, but obviously politics has to come because it's in his veins, it's in his blood. Faisal Bhai, Dera Ismail Khan, your father came back and joined politics. You were a student at that time, growing up in Dera Ismail Khan. Watching your father must be your mentor also, your inspiration also. I'm sure you used to work for the constituency even at that time with your father, obviously. What prompted you to join politics, active politics?
When I was in college in Dera Ismail Khan, I wanted to join politics. You can't do anything forcefully. You are doing this job, you are not doing forcefully.
Okay, because it's a passion.
Your passion, you love it, you do it.
Yeah, that's right.
We have seen you a lot of, when I was very in childhood time.
Yes, absolutely, I'm sure.
Conducted a lot of, I can say, very good programs, very professional programs.
Very kind.
And very high-powered programs also.
God has given me an opportunity.
Dignitaries sitting there. Thing is, if you don't like it, nobody can force you to do it.
Yeah, that's
so true. I was like, I want to do politics in future. So that's why I came to politics. Nobody.
It was your own decision. No one asked you.
No one asked me. It was my own personal decision, and
okay. And is it correct that anyone who joins politics somehow secretly in his heart has a desire or a dream that I want to become a minister, or I want to enjoy the power or the influence, or is that correct? Is that a correct notion?
I think this is blame on the politicians that they want to there might be people. I can't say there can't be people. I can't say
Every
100%.
kind of people, yeah.
But thing is that it's a field, and we have got colleagues also. You know, if you are working in one field, you want promotion in that.
Yep.
And you are working hard for it, that I get promotion.
Yes, that's true.
Nobody can, you don't, everybody has desire to be promoted.
That's correct.
So when you're in politics, you want to become a MP, then you want to become minister also, and this is the natural fact. Everybody wants promotion. Any field you are working, you want promotion.
Great. So, that you can say it's partly correct also, that anyone who's working in politics wants to be elevated.
But thing is, I am not in that, in my
Opinion.
opinion, in my case, I am not like, I can have this, like, I am very fond of like this, people say that politicians like protocol and things, and they want police cores or something like this. This is.
I've seen your lifestyle, it's very
No, but
simple.
thing is, something, then again you say you will throwing things to politics. In previous government, couple of politicians, political leaders, their security were withdrawn by the former government.
Okay.
And they say that they are fond of protocol, that's why I want to. But that was their problem, because in the security situation of Pakistan is not that good.
Yeah.
We have seen a lot of politicians, political leaders being martyred.
Assassinated, yes.
So thing is that right now, when that specific political parties are having threats, now they are asking for the security. So now we ask them on lighter mode that you want protocol or security. But this is not the joke. We have suffered from this. We have seen this. So we have asked them, if they really want security and this is a problem, they should be given security.
Yeah.
If they ask for 10 people, give them 15.
Yeah.
Because life is very important.
Yes, that's true.
Every citizen life in Pakistan is important for us, including the political leader also.
Fair enough.
So thing is that that is also a thing. But thing is, it's very good to be in low profile. I enjoy low profiles.
But you can't be low profile while you have holding so many portfolios. So many people connect to you.
No,
for their
if
work.
I walk with you, a lot of people take selfie with you, not with me.
Okay, I'll make sure that changes. so Faisal bhai, okay, so you joined politics, and then who prompted you to go to United Kingdom for higher education? You were in politics, you were in...
I was not in that.
At that time you hadn't joined.
I was doing...
You were in college?
I was in college, and then I started my law degree. So my father asked me to go to London to do law degree also, because everybody, like, you can get exposure.
And you were a bright student? Like,
I was not bright like you, I was just normal student.
you were a normal student, okay, fine.
And then I went to London for law, and I did my law degree, and then came back and then joined politics. Straight away I just jumped into...
And you were there for 2 years?
4 years.
4 years, 4 years. How was the stint there in UK? How was I'm sure a totally different environment, totally different lifestyle. How did you enjoy it?
Student life in, when you are student, when you are single, when you are bachelor, your student life, I think you enjoy their life, because thing is, you have things to do. But people there, everybody has their own passion and things. A lot of my colleagues, my friends who were studying with me, or who were just my roommates, they stayed there, and one or two came back also. A couple of them came back also.
Okay.
So
any politicians of the current era who were studying with you, batchmates, class fellows, college mates?
We have got this Mustafa Nawaz Khokar was with me also, and
he was your batchmate?
Yes, we were there, because in the first year we were together. Then he went to other university, and I went to another university.
Okay.
So he was there 1 year before me, because he did foundation course there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Who else? There are a lot of Abdul Qadir Girani's former man from Multan, Yusuf Raza Girani's son.
Yeah.
He was junior to us.
Ah.
Then Taimur Talpur from Sindh.
Yeah.
Chaudhry's sons were there, like Salek and Shafi.
Oh, okay.
They were also there in.
Okay.
So who else were there?
A lot of people.
But they were not. We were not in same university, but we used to.
You were there, and you used to connect.
Connect, yeah, through something.
Okay. And so the common notion that most of the people have is that people, individuals who are in different political parties, when we see them on screen or in the National Assembly, almost literally fighting with each other, or whether it be verbal or sometimes physical. But otherwise, I've noticed they're very close friends. Like now that you mentioned Mustafa Khokar and so many, Chaudhry Saab's sons and all. So I'm sure you were very close friends at that time, and that friendship continues, is it?
I'm not in favor of these type of things. What should I say? if you go to back 80s when especially PPP and PMLN politics was going on, it was like very.
Yeah.
Then with the passage of time, we learned from our mistakes that we were not
The
right.
politics of vengeance is not going to work.
We were not right, we were a bit wrong somewhere, we were right somewhere. Then Mohtarma Shahid and Nawaz Sharif had Charter of Democracy and we started a new journey of politics. Then in 2008, PMLN was like, had alliance with us and they were in, and we were in alliance with them in Punjab also. Then it broke, then we separated. Then we again came in opposition and we made PDM. Then we were together, then we were apart. Now we are in government, we are, in politics.
Nothing is permanent.
Nothing is permanent. Sometimes you are together, sometimes you have difference. Sometimes you are closer to each other, sometimes you have got difference. But thing which you are saying about the parliament and politician, I think if I have got my own point of view, I might be wrong. But I think there is way to listen. You have your own point of view if you are in another political party.
Yeah.
I should have courtesy to listen to you.
That should be respected.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be wrong. But thing is, going physically or abusing, I don't believe in this culture. We go to talk shows, a lot of talk shows in the evening. I can say my political leaders, my party leaders, they never appreciate me if I am doing something like this, abusing or something, foul language or something like this. I have my point of view. I want others to respect my point of view. It might be wrong. And I will respect others' point of view. It might be wrong, but I'll calmly sit and listen to them. Why should I fight with them? Why should I have God forbid, physical with them or abusive language?
Yeah.
If I'm abusing you, I'm expecting you will abuse me. What are we showing to the public of Pakistan that politicians are like this?
Absolutely.
2-3 days back, I was on one of TV channel, and TV channel was like, one of the colleague was saying something. I said, I asked the anchor, if I want to, you want me to reply to him or her, for example? I don't want to reply because I don't want to tell the public of Pakistan that we are like this. I don't want them to laugh on us. Have you seen any bureaucrat fighting?
Not to my knowledge.
Have you seen any other field people, they support each other? They might have
They might have different opinions.
Different opinion, but they are not like us.
Yeah.
If you are coming from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. and fighting and abusing each other, this is not politics.
And there's no solution, no. Okay,
It's 40 minutes TV show, for example.
Exactly.
I get 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, if I am abusing 5 minutes,
there's no point.
what like youngsters are taking
Yeah,
from
what kind of message they're taking? Absolutely.
that
absolutely.
in politics you have to be like this,
Yeah.
and you say that politics is very religious thing.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, it's a national duty and all. Yeah.
and what you are saying in public, and every time you are like,
No, I totally endorse your point of view. You know, if an issue can be resolved, even if fight with each other, I'm for it. But there's no resolution. We keep on discussing, fighting.
I say people will always listen to you, because when the TV channels came, there were like 50 TV channels, and you are flicking. If you are seeing from one to another, 50 channels. When you come again to one number channel, the show was over. Every channel you see it for 1 minute, it's 15 minutes gone.
Yeah, that's it.
So now, after some time, evaluation thing, people have got like 5, 3, 2 channels specific. We want to watch this. No.
Yeah, they've. Yeah.
So thing is, now if you are doing issue politics, if you are raising issues in politics, people are listening to you. If you are just like sitting there and just throwing things in the air, that's not. If you're doing something on some issues,
Serious
issue, mentioning them, talking in favor or against them, then people are going to listen to you seriously, that this is a serious person. Listen to him.
Okay, absolutely. And I personally feel, Faisal bhai, like the difference between doves like you and hawks. If we should have lesser of hawks and more of doves. I personally feel sometimes, that balance does not remain. Every party for that, but I'm not pointing
in every field, if it's politics, if it's media, if it's anything, you have got good and bad people. You can't say we have got all 100 people, we are good and all 100 people, they are bad. They are good and bad people. And thing is, we politicians are always punching back for everybody. Whatever you say, we also do it.
You have to have a big heart.
It's politics is just like what you can say. Like if I'm saying to you, and I will say, okay, I'm not doing politics in this thing with you. Like think that politics is not the good thing that I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So as a politician, if you are saying this, so what are you saying about our field?
And that's what we do, even in general life. If you are talking to a friend and we mean sincerity, we will tell him, no, I'm not doing politics with you. I'm very serious.
So that is the thing is that politics is not.
People think that politics is something, like where you have to, make believe the other person and that kind of stuff. No, which is not good. I absolutely agree with you. Faisal bhai, you came back from London and joined active politics. You had already met Mohtarma. You came back to Dera Ismail Khan, got into active politics. When was your first election? Yeah, to the National Assembly. Or provincial? You started with provincial or national?
No, I applied for provincial. I was
Okay.
just came from London, and my father was not. He was sick, and he was. So I said I will go for provincial assembly because it's a small constituency, so I'll go. So Mohtarma said, no, you have to contest national assembly seat.
Mm-hmm.
Time was too short. I was like newcomer. I said, how will I contest national assembly? Then I thought, okay, Mohtarma has asked me to contest. Okay, I'll go for it.
She must know what she's saying.
I said I will go for it. It's party decision. Let's go for it. So I went there and I was contesting, and my opponent was a religious party leader. One of us, Rahman Sahab.
Okay.
And I said and I went, and then at the end, I came successful in the way that I was the highest vote taker in PPP in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Okay. You didn't win that specific seat.
I lost by 4,000 to 5,000 votes.
Okay.
But I have seen other senior leadership who lost to different mullahs by 40 and 50,000 and like this margin, and they were first comer that mullahs because MMA wave was there.
Where was there? Okay.
And
You're
they
talking
won
about this 2002?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
When they were like, you don't know that like mullahs were winning and things were happening. So then that was my first election that I
Okay. Okay. And you didn't win that election, but you came in the eyes of the party leadership that this
So
gentleman.
straight away after that election, I was made a division president of my party. I organized my party also. I started my field work also.
Okay.
And in 2008 we won the election.
And 2008 you won that seat. But before we come to that 2008, because Faisal bhai became one of the youngest deputy speakers of the National Assembly of Pakistan also, we have to talk about that also, but we need to take a short break at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Faisal Karim Kundi. Don't go away. It's a very, very interesting interview. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. I'm in conversation with Faisal Karim Kundi, who's the Minister of State for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety. Faisal bhai, 2008 came, you won your National Assembly seat, and as you just told us during the course of the interview that you didn't know that you would be appointed as one of the youngest deputy speakers of the National Assembly. I'm sure you must have felt elated, like it was something out of the blue, you weren't expecting it. It's such a big responsibility and an amazing learning curve also for you at such an age. How did that experience go, those 5 years?
It was very good experience. We go
Tough?
tough and good and enjoyable.
Okay.
Thing is, if you are working and if you enjoy it, then you
would want to do more, yeah.
So I still remember there was our first session, we have to chair it. So on the first day of the first session, speaker, she was supposed to go to IPU, our Parliamentary Union conference.
Okay. International Parliamentary Union.
International Parliamentary Union. So she was supposed to go to South Africa. So we were in the speaker's chamber and the secretary was giving us briefing that speaker is going to start from here and till there speaker will preside, and after that she has to go. So like question number 3 or 4, like agenda number 2 and 3, she will take it and otherwise you have to take it. So the session started a bit late, and then out of course question came, like I was supposed, like suppose if I was given like agenda number 4 I have to take it, but it was number 2.
Okay.
So we started, and first session I presided the first ever session I presided from the very first day.
Okay.
But with the passage of time, I tried to learn. Wherever I didn't know, I used to ask my secretary, I used to ask my staff. It was a learning process. And I started learning also, and the speaker responsibility and the speaker post is that you have to only listen. You speak, you very, like you speak very less.
Okay.
And you have to listen to the, and then in front of you there are senior politicians sitting there, junior politicians there, former presidents, former prime ministers, former federal ministers, political leaders, they are saying.
And you have to control all that.
Control them, you have to like manage it.
Manage it.
That's very difficult thing also, because thing was if somebody issues were coming, so political leaders were supposed, senior leaders were supposed to speak, but you have to accommodate junior also. So that was very difficult things to maintain that thing, and that's very thankless job. If I'm giving you 5 days time on the floor, on the 6th day I didn't give you any time for 2 minutes.
I'll be mad at you. Okay, why?
So then I tried to maintain this thing, and I was successful. I learnt a lot, and it was good experience.
Do personal friendships come in the way sometimes? You know, if some parliamentarian is your personal friend and he's asking for time, and you supersede the other person and give him time, does that happen?
Very rarely, but there is some. Its time is because on the issues.
Oh, okay.
If suppose you are my very close friend, you come and I have got this issue in my area, and I have to point it out, and I need a time to point it out, and I want the minister or the prime minister to reply to it, because in my time, what positive thing was that at that time Prime Minister Yusuf Gilani used to come every day to the session.
Ah, okay, okay.
So he was just managing his government also.
Yeah.
If suppose any of the minister was absent or he was in some trouble or just stuck in somewhere, then he used to get up and he used to answer on his behalf also.
Okay, okay.
And then he was like, if any member of the parliament has any issue in their area and they stand up on the point of order like this, and he used to stand up and reply to them or something like this.
Ah.
So it was managed, but thing is, speakership is very difficult task and very type of thankless job.
Type of thing. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
For that matter, even in politics, you know, you can't keep everyone happy.
Yes.
It is, at the end of the day, a thankless job.
But
for that
we
matter.
try our level best to be.
To accommodate everyone, yeah, I'm sure. So these 5 years must have given you a lot of exposure, international exposure also, you know, a lot of trips to different countries, seeing how the parliament functions there and all.
Yes, I have been to Inter-Parliamentary Union a couple of times, and you know, I was the first Pakistani parliamentarian who became member of the executive committee of the Inter-Parliamentary Union.
First
And
Pakistani.
First Pakistani.
Okay.
And I was selected like unopposed. I was elected unopposed.
Wow. Maybe you must have used your charms, your personality, and you know.
I got some hints from you also.
Okay.
No, when I went to the Inter-Parliamentary Union, you know, it was like it's twice a year. So one thing is that speaker used to chair it, and deputy chairman is the co-chair with
Okay.
when they go abroad.
Okay.
And then when chairman senate is going, then deputy speaker is going to co-chair. So I went to 3-4 conferences, and I noticed there that we should go for elections for it. At that time I asked my speaker, there was president election of the IPU. I said go for it, but she didn't want it. Then I said okay, we should go for the executive committee, because there we vote for other countries also.
Yeah.
So we went there, we said we haven't contested election in the executive committee, seats were there, so we said in our region. So I said I want to contest election. So there were other countries, friendly countries, who were also, like we were 3-4 candidates. And we told them that we have always supported you in every point and every election and things. So we are contest for the first time and we need the seat, otherwise we will fight. It will be like we will lose it, doesn't matter, but we will fight. So at the end of the day, the last day, they all withdraw, and I was unanimously elected. So
a
it
feather in the cap and an honor for Pakistan.
And then we have got the other forums also. We went to the forums also. And thing was, whenever I used to meet other counterparts or speakers or other ministers, and if somebody was coming to Pakistan visiting us, everybody was thinking that if you are meeting the speaker of the National Assembly, he will be a grey-haired person or something, a very aged senior politician,
Yes.
and it was all the way around. And in few countries I've seen there are 2-3 deputy speakers also.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they have got 2-3 deputy speakers also.
Okay.
So
So
we
that
had
was
one.
different.
They had some their own, like from there. So we have got international exposure also. I've been to different countries on civil relation dialogues also.
Okay.
And the good thing you can say, or thing, then we had got friendship groups. So everybody wants to have different friendship group, like everybody wants to be in European friendship group, So I chose myself for the Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, it was my first choice.
Okay.
So we want to, I said it's neighboring country.
Okay.
So I went for the Afghan friendship group, and we had very good group. We have Aftab Sherpa at that time in it, and other Pashtun parliament. Then we went to a very good delegation with having members of Sindh, Punjab, all Pakistan, because we went to Afghanistan
Okay.
for civil military dialogues also. We have got series of dialogues with Afghan parliamentarians also.
Okay, great, great. So talking about friends, I should have asked this earlier. Who are your close friends in the political circle, or do you have friends outside the political circle?
You are my friend.
No, of course. It's an honor for me. But who are your close friends in the political circle?
We have got different. Mr. Nuralam, who is member, who is chairman of the PSC right now, he's close friend. Nadeem Azal.
Yeah, and you go back a long way.
Yeah, from 2008 when we were in the parliament.
And Nadeem Azal Chan, of course, is your very close friend. I know that. For that matter, anyone else? I think Mustafa Kokar.
We studied together in the.
You studied together, so. And do you have friends from any other political party also? Close friends?
Yes, we have got. I might be in some other, like in one party, you might be in another party, somebody else might be in another
You
party.
might have different views, yeah.
So thing is that friendship, or there are some people who are related to each other and they're in different parties.
Yes,
I have seen brothers in different parties.
Yes, that's true.
So
Father, son, different
yes,
parties.
there is like you have got your own opinion, own thing. You might be in one party and I'm your brother. I might be in another party. But thing is, and similarly in friendship also, we have got friendship in different political parties.
Parties. That's what we all want. All politicians should be friends, and we should all work towards the betterment of Pakistan. That should be the main goal. Faisal bhai, post Muhtarma Benazir Bhutto's shahadat, Bilawal Bhutto, became chairman, and you're very close to him also. You were heading the Foreign Affairs Committee.
I'm a member of it.
You were a member of the.
Shari Rahman is heading.
Shari Rahman. How was the interaction with him? Well, obviously, you've been groomed by Muhtarma, and then now her son, you were interacting with him. Did you find the same traits and the vision in Mr. Bilawal Bhutto also?
When we were in election campaign, Muhtarma was martyred, and then we won the election and we came to Islamabad.
Yeah.
And scenario was in Islam was different, totally changed.
Yeah.
Because she was not there.
Yeah.
Then President Zari became president also.
Yeah.
There was a new team. Then we started this politics. Then Chairman Bilawal completely studied and he started his political career also. And what is his beginning also. And then we start working with Bilawal Bhutto Zardari also. And still we are working with him also. And you have seen him as a foreign minister also. People were having a lot of question marks on how will he deliver, how will he do. But when he became the foreign minister, he has in very short time, he has delivered.
Yeah, and I think everyone is talking about that.
He has delivered that he has the capacity. So I enjoy working with him. And in age-wise, I'm a bit senior to him, but thing is, you can say that we have got good equation with each other, and he is a good listener also, and he listened to everybody in party. You can't feel that he's not going to listen to you.
Listen to you. Okay. Great. So that's an amazing working relationship. So now coming to the PDM government, which you are a part of, and right now you are Minister of State for Poverty, Alleviation and Social Safety. So tell me, this is your first ministerial role, after being Deputy Speaker. So the transition, and what kind of steps or initiatives have you taken in this ministry post your induction as Minister of State?
Just when this government came, the no confidence motion was successfully completed, and then the PDM and allies, because we are not part of the PDM, we are the allies because we left PDM, and Awami National Party left PDM short time before this government came. My party made me special assistant to the Prime Minister with the portfolio of Minister of State, and I was given the poverty alleviation this portfolio.
Muhtarma Shazia Mari is the federal minister.
She is federal minister of it. And then main specific point is basic income support program is with this ministry.
Yes.
And
started off as BISP,
BISP.
Benazir Income Support Program.
So it was brainchild of Pakistan People's Party. In 2008 we started it, and I love working in this ministry. It's for the poor families of Pakistan. Right now we have got 8.7 million beneficiaries.
8.7 million
Beneficiaries of Basic Income Support Program.
Yeah.
And I think now because survey, like NSCR survey is going to support, I guess it's going to touch 8.9 million right now. It has started. So we can say officially it's 8.7 million beneficiaries. When we came to the government, because economic crisis was going on, fuel price was high, so the government of Pakistan, they decided to give rupees 2,000 rupees per family as a fuel surcharge to all of the beneficiaries of Basic Income Support Program.
Okay.
So we have given 2,000 rupees per family in fuel surcharge, which is to 8.7 million beneficiaries. Then flood came. The government of Pakistan decided that how will we support the flood victims of Pakistan. So we have got the survey of all over Pakistan. We have got the data. This is the only ministry which have got the poverty data of all over Pakistan. So then the local government, which is called district administration, from every district, they have sent the report to PDMA, their provincial disaster management, that these areas has been damaged by flood. Then PDMA sent that data to NDMA. So NDMA shared the data with us that this district, these areas has been affected by flood, badly affected. So we went there, we saw this data, and then we came with the numbers that 2.8 million beneficiaries are affected by flood of Basic Income Support Program. So the government decided we will give them 25,000 rupees per family. So it was around about 70 billion rupees. So in 1 month time, our ministry distributed 70 billion rupees to the flood affected people.
Okay.
I will say 70 billion, we have distributed 97 to 98%. 2-3% are those who are missing, whose mobile number has been changed, or they have been migrated or something like this. So we are looking for them also. So we have given them also. So now from the first week of January, we have started this what you call is this their tranche of this every 3 months we are giving them 7,000 rupees. So that is also started. So 55 billion rupees has been given by the government of Pakistan, and now we are in the process of distributing that. And then again we are giving them, we have registered their children, we are giving scholarship to their children also. So that 13 billion has been released for that also.
Scholarship for the education
of their children.
Yeah.
So that we are also distributing it
Okay.
right now. And we are distributing it through agents of the bank agents.
Yeah.
Like we have agreement with Habib Bank, and
Yeah.
we have got Al Falah Bank.
Yeah.
They have got the retailers.
Yeah.
But my message to everybody in Pakistan who are having this or taking this money, that whatever money we are saying, like 7,000 rupees, so you have to get 7,000 rupees, not
less
than
there
one.
should not be any leakages.
If there is any leakage, they are coming to us. They are.
Do you have a helpline?
We have got helpline also. We have got this. They can go to local office. And now social media,
Yeah.
they can tag me or
Yeah.
minister or any of us. We have got Twitter account. We have got Facebook accounts. People
Yeah.
are sending us messages. We are replying to them also. If you go to our social media thing, they can reply. And if there is any complaint, we are blocking their machines. And now for their transparency, now what we are doing it very soon. Any beneficiary wants to open their account in any bank, they can open it and give us their bank detail. We will have direct debit to their account.
And then the funds will come to that.
Through their account. Any bank, not specific bank, any bank in Pakistan.
Faisal bhai, we have some very creative people in Pakistan also. I also occasionally get messages from BISP on my mobile saying that you have been selected and you will be
Because
given
you're my friend, that's why.
you'll be given 25,000 rupees or something like that. Obviously those are scams, but obviously that shows the popularity of the program. But do you have any mechanisms in place to curb this kind of scam?
Yes, we are doing this also because I sometimes get like
You also get
everybody, because that's fraud. Because
Okay.
when you start that process,
Yeah.
at the end of the day you will know that sometime your mobile balance is gone, or
Yeah,
sometime
yeah.
they are doing some
Yeah,
fraud
yeah,
with you,
yeah, yeah.
something like this.
It's an online
So
scam.
we have always asked our beneficiaries, don't trust. Only 8171 number is of BISP. If you get any message from 8171,
There.
it's official message. Then we have started engaging our beneficiary on social media with Twitter, Facebook. So me and minister, we are giving, or our ministry, any like DGs or something, they are giving them messaging from their social media that we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing this. So our beneficiaries, they are always focusing on social media and our toll free, whichever our number is 8171. So we have asked them not to listen to any message, not to be used by those people who are giving you fake messages.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So we have
You're
just
doing a campaign on that.
yes, we are doing this. The other thing is, the main thing is that we have we are now registering transgender also.
Okay.
Few weeks back, we have approved from the board that whoever transgender is going to another office, they made the transgender card, they can go to the basic income support program, their local office,
And register themselves.
and they can register themselves as a transgender. The other campaign, the other thing which we are doing it for our beneficiaries from the utility store. The government has decided that we are giving on subsidized rates the flour, sugar, and oil. So on 400 rupees, they can get a bag of 10 kg from flour from.
Oh, so
utility
that's a
store.
subsidized.
Yes. On 70 rupees per kg, they can get 1 kg of sugar.
Okay.
300 rupees per kg, they can get oil. Like 5 kg oil they can get per month. We have got one number which is called 5566. The
5566.
Yes. If whoever is beneficiary, they can message on 5566, they will get their ID card number. They will get the code. They will take that code to the utility store, and when they will see the code, they will give them on subsidized this.
Wow. Just by showing that code. Okay, great. Those are great initiatives. But tell me, Faisal bhai, under the current prevalent economic condition facing certain difficulties economically, do you think there will be a hit on this program also going forward in the next couple of months or the next quarter for that matter?
We are having difficulties, but we will not be hit, because now we are going for the dynamic survey. Every 5 years, we are having this survey of basic income support program. So now it was supposed to be, the new survey was supposed to be in 2024. But because of flood in Balochistan and Sindh specifically, we had flood in other provinces also, but KP and Balochistan, South Punjab and South KP has been hit, four districts. But all of Balochistan has been damaged by majority of, you can say, 95%.
Majority of the area.
And then 23 districts of Sindh has been damaged. So we are going for dynamic survey. So for dynamic survey, we will be adding our beneficiaries.
Okay.
So adding beneficiary means that you will be needing more funds.
Yeah.
So dynamic survey is going to start within few days.
Okay. And
Anytime it's going to be started. We are ready for it. We are waiting for the.
so you're not anticipating any cuts in your
No. We are
funding or
we are
budget?
starting our dynamic survey, and then dynamic survey we will be adding more beneficiaries, and they will be our beneficiary also. But on the other hand, we are working on it, and we are working very fastly on it, that we should have exit policy also.
Yes, that's what I was coming to. So two issues which are generally generically associated with this program. One is that you might have, there's a huge database, as you said, 7.8 million, 7.9. You might have a lot of people, as they call ghost characters, who are actually not there, but they are drawing the funds or erroneously added. What do you do to siphon off those individuals who are actually taking the funds on account of all the deserving people who should be getting it? So that is one of the major concerns against this program. Second thing is, there's a famous Chinese saying, I'm sure you've heard it, that don't give someone fish to eat, teach him how to fish. So once you start giving these funds, people get used to taking funds every month and not doing any work for it. What do you do to change that mindset?
I'll start from the last question, because thing is that which I said that we'll be going to exit policy.
Yeah.
Our success will be that we are like 8.7 million beneficiary right now. Our success will not be that we are going to 9 million or 9.5 or 10 million. Our
Success is
success will
going
be
low.
going down
Yeah.
from 8.7 if you come to 8 and 7.5 and 7.
Yeah.
So now what we are doing, we are giving the scholarship to the children of WISP, Basic Income Support Program.
Recipients, the funding.
Then we are giving them vocational training. We are giving them soft loans.
You have a whole plan for this, the
Yes.
vocational training.
Yes.
Very nice.
So we are going for that.
Okay.
That if they get vocational training, they will get job. If they get job, they will be exit from the
Yeah, yeah.
policy. Then similarly, we are giving them soft loan to set up their business. If they start their business, they start earning, they will be out of our system.
So these loans are being given under the BISP program, Benazir Income Support Program, or from the Prime Minister Youth Program?
No, this is one other program which is called NGPG from Ministry of Poverty Elevation.
Okay, okay, great.
So they are giving them livestock also, soft loan also, these type of things they are giving them.
These are good things to improvise the lifestyle.
Small in hilly area they give them something like small tractor type, manual tractor type things.
Okay, very nice. And this is in effect. This
yes,
is in
it's,
action,
it's,
right?
it's in process.
That's an amazing initiative.
So they are doing. The other thing is you said that the ghost.
Yeah.
This happened in the last government. Somebody said, oh, there are a lot of ghosts, and okay, what will you do? What happened in the last government, I think it was not a wise decision. And what was what was saying? There were 8 to 9 lakh cards, 800,000, 900,000 cards were blocked of beneficiaries. Who has got 5 SIMs in their name? Who has got 100,000 or 1,000 load on their mobile or PT cell bill? Who have got executive ID card? Who have got executive passport? Who has traveled abroad? Who has car in the name of spouse or him, or spouse having pension or official job? They all were blocked. So there was no filter on it. If in villages, normally we have got 2-3 mobiles. If somebody lost their mobile, they don't go for duplicate, they get new SIM. But that old one is registered in the name of him or her. So people are not that much educated. So they blocked it. Okay, if I have got my staff, or you have got your staff, you give them 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees, go and upload your mobile and start making call for me. So it's not their fault. If somebody has gone for Umrah, Hajj or Ziyarat on passport or travel abroad, or if I send my servant or somebody else to Hajj or Ziyarat or taken it with me, that's not their problem also. But their cards are blocked. Then there was not in the it was not written in the rules that if you are working in Basic Income Support Program, your wife can't be a beneficiary. If you are getting some low pension, you can't be beneficiary. So we are working on that, and we have removed all these type of blockage on them, and we are reopening them. We are unblocking their cards.
Okay.
But with that, we are checking if their poverty score has risen. We are not going to open it because the score is 32. If they are under 32 or 32, we are going to open it, unblock it.
Okay.
If they have crossed 32, we are not going to unblock it.
So as long as the issue is registered and there's a mechanism to curb it.
And then there's survey policy also. If they go for the resurvey and they're in the level of score, their card will be released.
So tell me, do you get time for your family also? Because I see you're always on the road or doing someone's work. Do you get time for your family?
On the road means not muttergast.
Obviously for work, I'm sure. Yeah.
That's a very, very difficult thing for the politicians to be, because the job you are doing. Sometimes you are in Karachi, sometimes you are in Peshawar, sometimes you are somewhere. Some you are in constituency.
Yeah.
Then if I'm like me, if I'm the spokesperson of the party and you do TV program in the evening from 7 to 10, you have to be on the TV.
Yeah.
So if you invite for dinner, so it's not like
possible that you have to make time. Yeah,
you have to
I
make
understand.
time. So I think it's very difficult to manage family life, but we try to do it. We get a lot of agitation from their side, but thing is we still try to give them time also. Family is also important.
Yeah,
but I personally...
You try to manage it.
I personally try to manage it.
Any of your kids coming into politics?
Too early to decide.
Sorry, too early to say?
Everybody has their own choice.
Yeah.
You can't, in early time, like before I told you that you can't force anybody. If your kids want to do something, you can't force them.
You can't force them.
And kids of nowadays, you can't force them.
That's correct. That's correct. Faisal bhai, absolute pleasure to have conducted this interview and speaking to you. It's so inspirational, and I'm sure the viewers would have enjoyed it a lot also. I wish you all the best as the Minister of State for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety. and as the Central Information Secretary for Pakistan People's Party. I'm sure you have a long way to go and you'll be contributing a lot to this party and to this country.
Thank you very much, and best wishes for you for having this starting new program, and you are giving soft image of Pakistan to all over the world.
That's what Pakistan is about. Thank you so much, Faisal bhai. Viewers, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Inshallah ta'ala, FAROOQ Hassan will be back with a brand new episode of Sky is the Limit. Till then, Allah Hafiz.